and welcome back to Banter Wars 1.5. We're past the halfway point for the main part of this competition, now into episode 4, and we have 4 more challenges for you here today. We have the Team Trash, the Grudge, the Sumo, and the Battle of the Foreigners. This time it's the Americans who'll be coming together, but before that we've got the 3 other challenges. Let's go into Team Trash and trash one of the 2 teams at least. It's good to be back with Team Trash, and it's also good to be back for the Ste-Zus, who was present in the last episode, partnered today with icarus-az-side, and then they're against Youngbones Gaming and Ste-Zus. Now, Ste-Zus has been seen before in previous Banter Wars episodes. Here, his teams with Youngbones Gaming Robot. I can't call this one. They've all got pretty deadly weaponry. They've all got their own strengths and weaknesses. Let's see whose strengths are strengthier and whose weaknesses are weaklier, I guess. To the octagon for this one. 3, 2, 1. Away they go. Youngbones Gaming and Icarus come together first off. Then the Ste-Zus's been thrown across the arena by the arena flipper. It could get the weapon in action here on the side of Ste-Zus. Youngbones Gaming there went up in the air from the arena floor flipper, under pressure from icarus-az-side's robot. Forgive me if I call him Don Senshi, because that's how I know him mostly. Look, we can see Youngbones Gaming's lost 2 wheels now. Those 4 ninja swords proving pretty strong against the Youngbones Gaming robot. This is a surprise. I thought it was one of the strongest robots. I think it's gone, having to mobilise, as we can see at the other side of the arena. Oh, Ste-Zus nearly went into the pit and gets thrown by the arena flipper again. It's manic, this one. How did it escape the pit there? I don't know how. Ste-Zus seems just as perplexed as I am. Youngbones Gaming is out of it, so Ste-Zus is on his own against Dom Senshi. Although I think Dom Senshi might be in the pit. You can see it right at the left side of the screen. He's gone flying. Where did it end up? I think it ended up in the pit. Yes, it is in the pit. Dom Senshi, or icarus-az-side as he's commonly called now, is in the pit, is out of it, drove itself in, pretty much. So it's Ste-Zus against Ste-Zus, and Ste-Zus once again is thrown across from the arena flipper. It's a pretty long robot. It does get on those areas quickly, but Ste-Zus could push Ste-Zus in here. I don't know how it's escaping Ste-Zus. It's been thrown 3 times. It's been dropped over the pit 2 times. I don't know how it's still in this, but it could bring the weapon into play here. It's quite a strong weapon. It's a spinning blade against the spiked claws of Ste-Zus' bear robot. My money's on Ste-Zus here. Ste-Zus just seems like it's dangling on the edge of existence. Repeatedly in this battle, Ste-Zus going for the wheels, the vulnerable wheels of Ste-Zus. We've seen previously that those wheels are vulnerable. It happened in this last battle, in the last episode of 1.5. There it goes now. One of the wheels is gone, and I think that could be it now. I think that decrease in mobility for Ste-Zus could prove costly, but it could still bring that weapon into play. It can't get around though. The lack of a wheel means it can't move where it wants to go. All Ste-Zus has to do now is push. Push, Ste-Zus, push. Push like you're giving birth, son. And he's left Ste-Zus tangling over the edge of the pit. That could be enough. He's not going to move from there. And of course, Ste-Zus lets it be. There's no need to put any more punishment on this one. Ste-Zus is gone. Ste-Zus and Youngbones Gaming progress through to the tag team final. Well, it didn't last long for Youngbones Gaming. Dom Senshi, or icarus-az-side, put the punishment on there. Youngbones went out quickly, straight away. Meanwhile, Ste-Zus and Ste-Zus, I don't know how Ste-Zus survived that. Dom Senshi threw itself in the pit, basically, so that was out of it. So it's down between Ste-Zus and Ste-Zus. The wheel came off of Ste-Zus. Its 9 lights have run out, and Ste-Zus was satisfied with just leaving it on the edge of the pit. Didn't even need to push it in, just waited for the victory to come to it. Congratulations to Youngbones Gaming and Ste-Zus. Wonderful showing here today. We'll see those 2 again in episode 7 of Banter Wars 1.5 when we do the tag team semi-finals and final. Next up, we have the Grudge match, and it's an unusual one today. 2 pairs, cluster bots we call them here. OK multiplay against 2 geeky friends. These competitors have 2 people per channel, so they've got 2 robots per channel. I know there are others like that as well, but for these 2, they've got cluster robots. OK multiplay against 2 geeky friends, 2 completely different styles of robot. Let's see who has the superior cluster robot. And we go to the parking lot for this one. 3, 2, 1, off you go. OK Multiplayer with a flattened scoop-like robot. It's not really got any major weaponry, but it has got good pushing power and the ability to get under opponents. On the other hand, two geeky friends who will probably not be joining us in Banter Wars Series 2, but will appear for Banter Wars Series 1 here today. The robot cannot be turned over, and its wheels are made up of several different weapons, so it hasn't really got a direct way of attacking. More of it depends on other robots to attack first. And it is put under pressure already by OK Multiplay, pushed underneath the concrete blocks there. I'm not sure how much damage those things do, but they have come out of the corner now. They seem to split off 1v1 either way, although Kelly's robot has also joined in the fight on one of the two geeky friends. The other one is probably spinning itself into oblivion somewhere. We can't see it. It's off screen somewhere. O and K are both going for the black two geeky friends robot. Now coming back to the yellow one. This could go away, but you can just see there, one of the robots has tipped itself over. Kelly is flying over Olivia. It's been turned over. It can't self-right itself. And that's one of the robots gone. That's a complete turnaround. I did not expect that. I thought OK Multiplayer was on top of this one. But Kelly's robot is quickly being cancelled out. I think that's it now. It's Olivia's robot against the two remaining, well, the two geeky friends robot. There's only two. Pushing against the black one now. They don't have letters on them, so they don't really have any specific names. Olivia is the remaining of the OK Multiplayer robots. The yellow one again is left to its own devices in the back there. They're not the most mobile robots. They get pushed around and that's about it. But they do cause damage, and it's hard to say how Olivia's going to deal with these because she can't really cause any damage, can't push them into pits. How is it going to cope? Especially when it's taking damage from those wheels. It's starting to lose its ability now. It's I'm making things almost gone. It is. It's immobilized. I'm losing my words here today. But OK Multiplayer, despite showing all the aggression from the start to the end, it couldn't find a way to deal with the two geeky friends robots. In the end, Kelly threw herself over Olivia, knocking itself out. And then Olivia took too much damage to the wheels, couldn't do anything with the two geeky friends robots. And by the end, it was worn, it was destroyed, it was defeated. And two geeky friends, their one and only appearance, successful. Well done to two geeky friends for withstanding the powers of OK Multiplayer's robots. So what's next? We have the Sumo competition, and this time it's a female free-for-all. We just had females on the last game too. It's a very female-heavy episode today. This time, Barbie Face Killer, Girls Love Gaming, Don Chai, and Bob. Bob has previously won the King of the Hill and made it through to the final. Can she repeat the heroics in the Sumo? To the Sumo arena now. Barbie Face Killer and Don Chai may not be entering Series 2, so this is their time to shine. And here we go. Barbie Face Killer has tipped over Bob, already showing its power. It's shown its flipping ability recently, and it's done it again here today. And now what's going to happen? Bob can move upside down, so they're all still in it now. Don Chai comes in there, and Barbie Face Killer was turned over by Don Chai and Girls Love Gaming combined. I don't know what's going to happen here. They all seem to be flying upside down. And Girls Love Gaming almost pushes Don Chai out, and Barbie Face Killer is out. Poor piece of driving by Barbie Face Killer. Comes into the side of Don Chai, slips over. The wheel comes over the edge, and too much pace there from Barbie Face Killer. It's out, gone from the competition. Don Chai is now upside down. I don't know how it's going to come out of this. Part of the robot's come off the T handle. Bob upside down, getting pushed onto those things. I don't know what you call them, but it's gone. And Girls Love Gaming is slipping too. It's gone. I think it's gone. It has gone. Don Chai remains in the arena, but I'm not sure if that's going to count. The robot seems to be immobilized. Barbie Face Killer came straight in with a charge, and Bob got turned over itself. And from then it was a free-for-all. I don't know how it went. Well, I know that Barbie Face Killer fell out. Bob went out. But from the other two, I don't know who wins. Girls Love Gaming pushed Bob out. Did some damage to Don Chai, then falls out itself, but I'm not sure if Don Chai was immobilized there. It could go to the judges, it will go to the judges. We're going to go to the judges' decision for this one. It's been between Don Chai, who seemingly was immobilized in that battle, against Girls Love Gaming, who was turned out once they'd put Bob out of the arena. Hearing from the judges now. The judges say that Don Don Chai was not able to self-right. It was going to be counted out. So they've given the win to Girls Love Gaming, who goes through to the Sumo final in episode 7 of Banter Wars 1.5. Commiserations to Don Don Chai. That was a close one. That it could have gone either way, but your robot was not moving very far at all, let's be honest. So what a fight that was for the Sumo. Let's move on to the highlight of today's episode. We come back to foreigners. Last time we had the UK robots. Now we take the trip over the pond to America. Well, America, North America. We also have some Canadian robots thrown in here too. So this is the North America Foreigners Battle. We'll be going to the parking lot for this one and thrown in the arena there. We'll have Ste-Zus Gaming, Yaus, Luzamit and Trey Bryan. Who's going to win this one? Who's going to be crowned title holder for North America? Let's go find out now. 3, 2, 1. Off we go in the parking arena for the North America Foreigners Battle. Luzamit has turned on its back. It's got a head-on charge on Yaus, and that seems to have backfired immensely because that robot has no way of getting itself back onto its wheels. Yaus's flipper weapon has been shown to be effective in the past, and it comes effective in here again. That's such a shame to see Luzamit go out this early. I don't think it's going to be able to get turned itself back over. Ste-Zus and Trey Bryan fight it out in the back there. They both have spike weaponry. The saw on the back of Trey Bryan, a bit of an add-on there. It doesn't use it very often, it uses the spikes more often. Yaus just seems to be taunting Luzamit here, just pushing against the robot on its back. Meanwhile, Trey Bryan seems to be on top against Ste-Zus, coming in now on the back of Yaus, who really needs to get back into the action here because it's not going to do the judges any favours when it comes to decision making. Ste-Zus spinning in the background is actually in the shape of a hockey stick, which explains that awkward shape and the awkward spinning. Coming behind Trey Bryan, it's got to avoid that saw. Trey Bryan is pushing Yaus. It's putting some good pressure on the Yaus robot, but it cannot get on top because the Yaus flipper is dangerous, and it will turn Trey Bryan and Ste-Zus over if given the opportunity. Ste-Zus, I don't know what it's trying to do, it's turned itself onto its back, just simply by moving. And Yaus has come back in. The weapon on the back of Trey Bryan is smoking once it's been touched by Yaus, and part of the thing at the front is gone. You can see the smoking caused by the Yaus spike flipper, and then damage from Ste-Zus' robot, taking off what looks like a defensive bar from the front of Trey Bryan's robot. That was some serious damage taken by Trey Bryan in that attack from both sides. Ste-Zus is getting pushed against the wall. Yaus and Trey Bryan come head on. Can Yaus get under Trey Bryan? Because that could be over if that happens. Trey Bryan's got a great pushing power, and it's showing it here, pushing Yaus against the wall. This is a tight one. Ste-Zus is moving very sluggishly. I wonder what's going on there. I don't think it's immobilized, but I don't think it's making any strides forward. It's between Yaus and Trey Bryan, and it's ended that way. It will go to a judge's decision. Luzamit didn't really make any impact at all. Yaus quickly turned it over, and that could be a good thing for Yaus here, though it didn't do much aggression. It simply stood in the middle looking at Luzamit's robot. Meanwhile, Ste-Zus did its own thing, went after Trey Bryan, didn't do too much damage on Trey Bryan. Trey Bryan pushed Yaus against the wall, but then Yaus started to fight back, attacking the saw weapon of Trey Bryan. The Ste-Zus also did some damage on the front, and then the two finished head to head. It's hard to say where this one's going. I really don't know. I think this is the most difficult decision in Banter Wars history, but the judges will have to decide. They're deciding now. Because the robot eliminated another robot from the competition and did not receive as much damage, Yaus comes away with the win for the North American Foreigners Battle and will be in the final for the Foreigners competition. Bad luck, Trey Bryan. That was the hardest decision in Banter Wars history, I can assure you. So we'll see Yaus again in the Foreigners final. Thank you very much again for watching Banter Wars. It's been wonderful again. We've got 3 more episodes in this series, including the final, episode 7. And I hope to see you next week, 7 o'clock, well, between 6 and 7 o'clock on Friday next week. And before I go again, we've got 4 more pieces of art from Doodle. Lovely pieces of art of Adolf Jackler's Robot, Ducks Ahoy's, Gaming Soys, and Banter Wars' own Observerbot. Thank you very much, Doodles. If you have fan art, anyone else, please remember to send it to A Heap of Games and it will be featured in the end of a Banter Wars episode. Thank you very much. See you next time. Goodbye.